What you just saw is a developing drone by the Americans and the Germans. Swarm technology looks like it's going to come very soon, and a tank is not going to just be attacked by one drone, but multiple drones.
Збив! Дві збито!
So during the situation report, we always talked about the Kherson front, right? And there's always shelling report. And I think this Mesta B hot whistle or artillery system that is currently doing a package, shelling of detected Ukrainian forces. This is probably what it looks like. They do some shelling on certain positions. Then after that, they would report to the Russian Defense Ministry, and that's what we get. This is a classic case of how proliferated UAV or FPV drones or suicide drones has become. And this is one good example. The Russians have detected CV-90, and they sent in the first drone that detected it, immediately hit it. So, but they will not just leave it at that. They will start to send more drones and more drones, one after another, one after another. Perhaps they are all from the same operator. You just keep sending until they can confirm that the target is destroyed. And we have came a long way. So this is the Ukrainian 1129th Anti-Aircraft Missile Regiment, and this is a high altitude. You can see how high this is, way above the clouds, and this is actually a drone that is going to intercept the Grand drone of the Russian drone force. Rocket artillery, despite of all the UAV drones that has been used, the effectiveness, the accuracy, the precision, rocket artillery seems to still have its place, as you can see from this footage from the Russian Defense Ministry where the MLRS is used on the town in Pokrov direction. This is actually a very interesting footage. The Russian Monia 2 UAV, you can see how they have kind of strip it down. The entire casing is totally removed. So unessential parts is unessential. Talking about drones, we cannot forget the ground drones. So you can see this is the Russian ground-based robotic systems used by the Dnipro group of forces in the Zaporizhia front. This is deployed near the Orikhiv sector, and they use this to attack the Ukrainian forces.
И за роботизированными комплексами стоит будущее.
And the Ukrainians use ground drones too, as you can see in this footage from the Sumy front. One of the fascinating thing about the drones is the Baba Yaga drones, the massive big 8 rotor drones that is somehow still considered really useful. As you can see, it is one of the prime targets that was destroyed. So the Russians in this footage is actively taking out all these Baba Yaga drones in the skies. However, they also attack them on the ground before they even take off, as you can see from this footage by the 51st Guards of the Russian forces in the Konstantinivka front. In this footage, we can see the use of the thermobaric rockets or missiles on Huyaipole that is currently under siege by the Russian forces over in the Zaporizhia front. An interesting footage from the Russian Defense Ministry. We see the top soldier of the Russian armed forces, Gerasimov, is now in the Dnipro front, near Pokrov, I believe. near the Pokrov front region, and he's now looking into maybe more operations in this direction. Maybe this is a sign, this is a signal from the Russian Defense Ministry for releasing this footage. And this series of footage allegedly is from the Dnipro front as well. This is allegedly the attack on Ostapivsky by the Russian 36 Separate Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade of the 29th Army of the Vostok Group of Forces. There is a story to these Russian soldiers that is raising the flag. According to the Ukrainian side, these soldiers was sent on a one-way trip to actually just to raise the flag to the drone, and then he was actually from Ukrainian footage killed off. The footage is so brutal I can't even put it on YouTube.